Considered in regard to their overlapping dimensions of self-awareness, the three adjustments align with Chinese medicine's most fundamental perspective of human anatomy and physiology. Their range of body, breath, and mind awareness, then, is designed to monitor the body's bioenergetic baseline according to a three-treasure interpretation. During cultivation practice, awareness is thus focused upon the anatomical and physiological shifts of body, breath, and mind, which reflect the alchemical status of the three treasures, essence, chi, and spirit. One's aim within cultivation practice, then, is in first developing and maintaining perception of these three distinct bioenergetic baselines. Thereafter, as sensitivity to these separate sensations of self increase, it is possible to observe and begin to manage the alchemical transformation process of essence to chi, chi to spirit, and finally, spirit's conversion to emptiness. The stimulation and arousal of this sensation is conceived to be the first step in the refinement of vital body matter. In this way, the martial cultivation process begins in enduring the physical sensation produced in one's lower basin practice regimens. While the accumulation of sensation during lower basin practice sessions is considered a means of cultivating body essence, one, however, initially tends to lose mindful sensitivity, as physical sensation may overload the nervous system. One then must first engage the unrefined power of will as a precursor in the development of refined sensitivity and awareness. Ultimately, such lower basin cultivation of sensation is a required step toward the engenderment of chi and spirit, thus resulting in greater sensitivity. In theory, sensitivity and sensation are alternate terms which allude to the bioenergetic relationship existing between the dynamic dual of essence and spirit, body and mind, or water and fire, according to one's emphasis in regard to martial, medical, or spiritual practices. It is essential to understand the alchemical potential implied within the three-tiered framework of the three treasures. Modern adepts of cultivation science suggest the schism existing between essence and spirit, or sensation and sensitivity, is analogous with the complementary division of the body's nervous system and hormonal function. In this regard, the sympathetic nervous system's flight or fight response is activated during prolonged sessions of lower basin training. Generally speaking, the sympathetic nervous system is seen to react to the flood of hormonal secretions as fatigue increases. In a traditional sense, this is the engenderment of fire via the activation of water, or the development of spirit through the cultivation of essence. In initiating the cultivation process with the adjustment of body, one seeks to extract its essence in achieving a state of mind over matter. The physical trembling, emotional distress, and arrhythmic breathing triggered by the sympathetic nervous system eventually has a self-regulating effect upon the body, breath, and mind. Over time, as the flood of physiological feedback begins to subside, a second phase of cultivation begins to develop. One may sense a discernible shift from sympathetic to parasympathetic activation This stage of cultivation is said to mark the division between body leads mind and mind leads body. Therein, the cultivation of body and mind, or sensation and sensitivity, is seen to lead to the development of a virtual biological transceiver. In reaching this threshold, one may further refine one's health and well-being, or the mind may seek to make contact with sensation outside of the body. In attempting to adjust one's heightened sensitivities to such external sensations, one enters the cultivation realm known as lianxian huanshu, or rather refining spirit as a means of returning to emptiness, such that one seeks unification with external celestial and terrestrial energies.